Our work in this problem is to find a fraction that's equal to 3.408, where the 8 is repeating. You might notice on the bottom of the screen there's a little bit of text down here. We'll get to that, but we're just going to do this one piece at a time because it's pretty overwhelming if you can see everything at once. We're going to begin by letting x be equal to the value that the decimal value, so 3.408, where the 8 is repeating. So to get us started, we're going to multiply on both sides by 10 squared, or 100. And when we do that, it's going to give us 340.8 repeating. So notice that the repeating value is now directly next to the decimal. So the next thing I want to do is pull up one of the pieces that I put down at the bottom. So now I'm going to focus just on this 0.8 repeating piece, and I'm going to let y be equal to that. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply on both sides by 10. And when I do that, that gives me 8.8 repeating. How does that help? Well, if I have a 0.8 repeating, that means I can replace it with y. Why can I do that? Well, because I defined it that way. I started this off by defining anytime I have a 0.8 repeating, I can rewrite it as a y. That does help. I know, it might not feel like it at the moment, but it does. I have 10 y's over here, and now I have an 8 plus a y on the other side of the equation. So now, using like strategies I've been using since forever in my math career, I can subtract y on both sides of the equation. Suddenly, instead of messes like this, where I have repeating bars and I have, oh, what a mess, suddenly I have 9y equal to 8. At this point in time, I just divide by the coefficient of y, which is 9, and this is what I was looking for. I have a fractional equivalent. I have y equal to 8/9. So remember, our work right now is to take messy, repeating, crazy town decimals, and turn them back into fractions. So I'm feeling like I'm starting to make some progress because now I have part of, back here, I began back here, and I rewrote part of it still in a decimal, and now here I've rewritten part of that into a fraction. So I'm starting to make progress. Let's pull up the last piece. Let's put this all together. So I'm going to take 100x and set it equal to this, right way back. And remember we said that when we had 0.8 repeating, we were going to replace that with y. And now we know what y is equal to. We found out that y is equal to 8/9. Awesome. So I'm going to take that 8/9 and I'm going to rewrite that like this, put everything over 9, right, because I need common denominators in order to be able to add. And so that's going to bring me here. 100x equal to 6,068 over 9. I'll divide on both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 100, and when I do that, it's going to give me this, well, honestly, it's a mess, but I've got it, the 3,068 over 900. I can simplify that, and so I'll end up with x equal to 767 over 225.